Hey, Region 10 Science. This is Samantha. I'm one of the teaching and learning consultants up here at Region 10, and one of three ladies that is responsible for all of your professional development needs through the science department here at Region 10. I just wanted to pop on here for a minute and tell you a little bit about the things that are going on here at Region 10 and the offerings that we have and experiences we have coming up for you as a part of our professional development initiative. So as many of you know, we have changed the professional learning model here at Region 10 to be a 70-20-10 experience for our participants, meaning that 70% of the time it's experiential, 20% of the time is social, and 10% of the time is direct, as far as the consultants being involved. So we have strived over the last 2 years to create sessions that emulate that particular model, and we've been relatively successful with it. We are still working on it. As you know, everything that is worth anything takes work, and we are still in that mode. But I wanted to share with you some of the sessions that we have coming up that are available to you, as well as some new things that are going to be coming to the Region 10 Service Center table for science. So coming up here in the next week is our outdoor inquiry experiences on October 17th. So that's just coming up next week. We are going to be out at Lake Tawakoni State Park with Dr. Holly Bishop, and she will be taking you through a variety of activities with using the resources there at the Lake Tawakoni State Park. We're going to start promptly at 8:30. Usually at that time we start with sign in and greetings, maybe some type of a activity just to get us started. Sorry about that. Then we move on to our outdoor inquiry exploration activities. So there's a couple of those coming up, and the next one is going to be on October 24th, which is going to be at Cedar Hill State Park, and then we will conclude the series on October 25th with Eisenhower State Park. So that will be the last one for the fall. So make sure you get signed up. There is space available. They are filling up, but there is space available, so please come and enjoy the outdoors. It's beautiful fall weather right now, and come learn a little bit more about the things that Texas nature has to offer you and your students. On October 24th, we will be having a session on Flip This Class. Unfortunately, that session is currently full. However, we do or could have a few slots open. The best thing for you to do is to send one of us an email to let us know that you are interested and to see if we have any slots available. Chances are, if you do come as a walk-in, you won't be able to join the session just because of the fact that we have met capacity. So it's a very popular session. Flip This Class is based on flipping your classroom. This is a relatively general session. And it takes you through the steps of doing so and allows you to explore some of the tools that are available to you and to actually flip your own lesson. So we highly recommend that you bring a lesson in mind that you're interested in flipping for your classroom, one that you're very comfortable with. One that you think your students would be comfortable with, and that way you can kind of ease yourself into this particular method of instruction. We also recommend that you bring a device such as a laptop with it or something with a keyboard. That way you have an easier time accessing the tools and tweaking and creating and also responding. We are going to have some device type items, some apps that you're going to get into and need to type and do some things. So laptops are highly recommended. It is also recommended that for our face-to-face sessions you bring a jacket and possibly a drink. Our session that morning is relatively short. We will be going from 9 to noon, and you may want to bring a snack because our break will be very, very brief. So if you find yourself getting a little bit hungry, you might want to bring something along to kind of tide you over until the session's up. However, that afternoon, we will have a 1 to 4 open session, and that is more kind of like a study hall feel for teachers. It gives you a chance to apply the information that you've just learned, which is a rarity in professional development these days, but we're trying a different method to help our teachers further implement the ideas that they learn about here at Region 10. especially if you're new to the idea of one-to-one or bring your own device on your campus. This will help you talk to others that hopefully will stick around and talk to you, but of course I myself will be available to you if you want to ask me any questions. I flipped my classroom for a few years, so I have a few tricks up my sleeve, and I'd be happy to talk with anyone about the questions they might have as it pertains to flipped classroom. So again, the flipped classroom class itself is going to be 9 to noon on the 24th of October, and it will be in the Houston room here at the Region 10 Spring Valley building, and that is 400 East Spring Valley Road in Richardson, Texas. So if you need directions, feel free to go to our website. Our address is there, as well as a phone number if you need to call. We also have Effective Elements coming up here in November, on November 14th. So if you are a K-5 teacher, that would be a great session for you to learn a little bit more about how you use inquiry in the science classroom. That is a full day session that is 9 to 4. And again, all of these are located at the Spring Valley building. This one happens to be in the Ellis room. You will have a little bit over an hour for a break, and we usually break around 11:30, so if you want to make plans with a friend that you know is coming up here, that would be wonderful. And if you have any questions about those sessions, you are welcome to email me or any of the staff members up here at Region 10, and if they cannot answer it, we'll find the right person to help you out. We do have a biology life sciences collaborative. Anyone that teaches life science in any capacity is encouraged to come to our collaborative meetings. That is going to be on December 4th, and that is from 9 to 4 at the Dallas Arboretum. We will be in the green room. You will want to bring your ticket if you decide to come. If you park, bring it to the main office. They will validate it for you, so you don't have to pay for parking. And you will want to bring your teacher badge, because if you didn't know, the Dallas Arboretum gives free entry to all teachers. So if you want to go enjoy the pumpkin patch that they have right now with the Wizard of Oz theme, now is the time to go. We have Successful Skills in Secondary Science to round out our fall semester. That is going to be on December 5th. That is also a 6-hour session. You'll be working with me and one of our other consultants, Robin Ford, who is one of the other science consultants and responsible for the sessions that we hold here. She is amazing, and she will be joining me on that day. Again, Spring Valley building, and that'll be in the Houston room, 9 to 4. Please make sure you register. Now, if there's some reason that you cannot make any of these face-to-face sessions, you can also schedule your own learning. We do have another professional development option, which is learning on location. If you're not sure what learning on location is, it is an entire process where you apply for the session of your when you would like to go, where you would like to go. We have a variety of locations that you can visit. If you are science, of course, we have the Pro. The Pro has been working with us side by side on learning on location for you to customize that learning experience for you. Usually, if it's a large group, we do have science consultants and other teaching and learning consultants available to meet you at the location. Sometimes it is possible that no one is available, but that doesn't need to stop you from going and exploring the museum. So since I don't really have time to address the whole learning on location process here, there is a place where you can see a video and also read about the process. So if you go to the main Region 10 webpage, if you'll search for LOL or learning on location, it will take you directly to the web page that describes that process and will allow you to apply and get started with your customized learning experience for your PD needs. Some other things that are available here at Region 10 through our online learning is going to be a book study, Innovative Teaching. So this is based on the book called Creating Innovators by Tony Wagner and can be purchased in hard copy or ebook. This is a 12-hour course for teachers in districts currently enrolled in Title II services, which all of our face-to-face sessions are for those teachers that are in districts with Title II services. So what does that mean? That means that if you are not part of a district or part of a district that is in one of our co-ops for Title II, you will be charged $100 to participate in the session. So I would just urge you to find out from your campus administrator if your district is part of the Title II co-op to avoid any unnecessary charges or surprises. So this, a book study, the innovative teaching, can be found through the Online Learning Center. If you're interested, you just need to send me an email and I'll put you on a list. That next cycle for the book study is going to start November 3rd, so it's coming up really quick. You're going to want to get on that list, get your book ordered. It is a 6-week-long course, and we do pace it. It just makes sure that you are able to finish the book study and that we have time to grade it. We will close it on December 15th in order to finish out those certificates for the 2017 year. If you have questions about the online courses and what it pertains or anything else that you can think of that I haven't discussed at this point, please feel free to send me an email. My name is Samantha Bradbury, so it's samantha.bradbury@region10.org if you need to reach me on the online learning courses. We have several that are available, so using interactive notebooks is one. We've updated that one, and we will continue to update others. Teaching science in a diverse classroom, so there's several on there that are available for you to utilize and get your PD hours as you need. So just thinking about dates too, we do have some closures coming up for the Service Center that I think you should be aware of. The first one, first and foremost, coming up is going to be on November 22nd or November 23rd through the 24th. That is our Thanksgiving holiday. So the office will be closed. There won't be anyone on staff here. So if you have questions and things, please make sure that you get those into us before those dates. The 20th through the 22nd, those 3 days before the holiday, many people go on vacation those days. They take those days to spend time with their families, as many of us do. So if we are not available, I do apologize, but you just we'll get to you as soon as we return. Or you can send your questions in prior to the 20th, just to be safe, to make sure that we get those. So just so you kind of know about that, the winter break for us here at the Service Center is going to be December 21st through January 1st. So we will resume office hours on January 2nd after the winter break. Again, some people may take the 18th through the 20th as vacation days here at the Service Center. So if you can't get a hold of somebody, that may be why. So it would be wise to go ahead and get those questions in prior to those dates in order to make sure that you have things answered prior to us closing for the 2017 year, because we won't be back until the new year. Some other things that are happening here at the Service Center is we are going to be releasing a new type of professional development, and we are working through that right now, but just so you keep your eyes peeled for new opportunities to get professional development on your time, we are looking into offering a series of what we are calling Pop-Up PD. So what is Pop-Up PD? Well, Pop-Up PD is something that will happen after hours. So many of you have reached out and said, hey, can you do something in the evening? Can you do something on the weekend? And the answer is yes. So we're looking at a virtual version of our professional development, and I am working with our Texas Regional Collaborative to roll that out. And what we are going to be doing is allowing registration through the Region 10 Service Center. I will send that out through Facebook as well as our other modes of communication via email and so forth. So you guys know exactly what's going on up here. You will have to register. You will need to have a Facebook account, which you do if you're viewing this particular video on the Facebook account for Region 10 Science, and have Wi-Fi connection for a good hour. It will start at 6:45 in the evening and go through 7:45 or as needed. Sometimes our conversations may not last past 45 minutes, but we want to give a good hour committed to working with others from around our regional center, tell other teachers about it, and come on and discuss the topic of the evening. And typically there would be a video that you would watch. That video would be available through the registration link for Region 10. So this would be almost like a private event for those teachers that have registered to get credit to participate in the conversation. And we're looking at offering Flip This Class, which is one of the face-to-faces that we have. as a version of Pop-Up PD to give us a chance to talk about the things that we're doing out in the region and apply a little bit more of our learning. So the idea is that you'll take some information back from the live session, and I would ask you to apply some of your learning and then come back and share it with the group on the next live session. So I'll have more information for you. We are working all of that out, but something exciting to kind of look forward to and keep your eyes peeled for. So that's all I really have here from the Service Center of things that are coming up to round out our year. I hope this information was helpful for you. If you need further information, please feel free to contact any one of us here up at the Service Center. I would be happy to entertain any questions that you might have, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Thanks, and have a great evening.